Hi everyone, this is Regina coming back. Today I want to talk about girls or women that I've heard say that, they are looking for a man, uh, someone that can pay their bills for them, buy them a car, buy them things, and, a Louis Vuitton, whatever it may be. And I just sat back and I just listened. I didn't say a word. Because in most cases, when you're trying to give advice, uh, these generations are not really necessarily interested in hearing what you have to say. So I decided that I would share this on my channel. That way, I get to say what I want to say. My response to the women out here looking for a man that they believe that will come in and be their knight in shining armor. That person will come in and be financially stable, able to buy them anything that they want, and they'll never have to want for anything. Let me say this. Stop sitting back trying to place your wants, your desires in this world on what somebody else can do for you. Stop doing that. Do it for yourself. Especially if you're single, have no kids, baby, get your hustle on. If you're working a job, pick up a second job if necessary. Today, you got people driving for Uber, Lyft, so many other things. There are ways to make extra money online. But whatever you do, just build your cash flow. You do not need a man to pay your bills, to buy you that vehicle that you want, all the designer bags. You don't need a man to do that for you. You can do it for yourself. But chances are, if you pull back and start saving instead of spending, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses, okay? People that are on TV, they appear to be happy. That's in front of the camera. You don't know what goes on behind the camera. When the cameras are not on, you don't know what goes on. Listen, if you spend more quality time saving, and you say to yourself, hey, you know what? I'm not going to buy anything for the next year. Give yourself a year. 6 months to a year. You're not going to buy anything unless it is a necessity. Food, fuel, groceries, things like that. It's a necessity. And just save your money. By the time that year is over and you see the amount of money that you have saved, you're going to begin to question yourself. Wait a minute. Do I really want to buy that bag? Do I really want to buy that dress, that outfit? I'm going to continue saving my money. So you see, when a man steps to you, approaches you, and he tries to use his financial status to impress you, you can always say, I may not have as much as you have right now, but I'm already in the making of passing that. So I don't need you to buy me anything. That doesn't impress me. What impresses me is your character. And based on your approach, you don't impress me. So move on. That's how you handle that situation. Stop looking for someone to come in and rescue you. Rescue yourself. I'm telling you, it's easy. Rescue yourself. Now, if you have kids, a child, one or two, hopefully you live somewhere near family that are dependable, family that will encourage, motivate, and hey, they're there to support you however they can. So if it means that you're not receiving any type of financial support from the dads, baby, get your grind on. If it means going back to school, educating yourself so you can continue to climb that ladder, okay? When your family or family members actually step up and say, hey, don't worry about it, I'll watch your kids for you. Give them something. Don't take family for granted. Please don't. Give them something. They recognize the fact that you are a single mom. You're a single mom. You're a single parent. And you're trying to survive. You're trying to make a better life for your children and yourself. They're going to help you. Save your money until you can change your situation. You do not need a man to rescue you. The only person that I would want to rescue me is my Heavenly Father. That's it. See, when you let men know straight up that you cannot be bought. Yeah, it's nice to receive flowers, jewelry, little nice gifts. That's fine. But you can do all those things for yourself. You need to be looking at the person's character. Who is that standing in front of you? It's easy to size them up if you pay attention. And if you talk to the person long enough, you will discover whether or not you're dealing with a manipulator or an authentic person who's looking for a long-term relationship, he's looking to be married. When I say long-term, I mean marriage. So you may date for a few months. You may even date a year. But he's looking to make you his wife. He's getting his grind on just as much as you are getting your grind on. He's telling you, hey, you know what? Let's give it a year. Let's see how it works. You're working, I'm working, whatever I can do to help support you because you're not receiving support from the kids' dad, I'll help you as best I can. But together, we're going to do this. We don't need this elaborate wedding. We can have a wedding, but it doesn't have to be super elaborate. Okay? There are other ways to cut. There are ways to cut costs and still invite many people to the wedding. But I'm getting off topic. Focus on you. So many women I'm finding out, especially the ones that are looking for a man to come in and rescue them, credit is shot. Listen, if you have a charge card or charge cards, you're late on your payments. Whatever the case, pick up the phone. Contact your creditor. Work out some type of an arrangement. Don't run from your responsibility. Do not run from your responsibility. It may take you a year or two to rebuild your credit. And that's okay. But you are doing it. And you're not depending on anyone else. I'm telling you, you will value yourself so much more if you get your act together. You adjust yourself. I will tell you to set standards. Standards that are not so high that in case you fall backwards, you don't fall too high. You don't fall too low. Especially if you have kids. Because kids are a priority. You become second. They are first. Another thing that you need to make certain that you have is health insurance. Get health insurance for yourself and for your children. Get life insurance policies. It's necessary. Don't wait until something happens and you need it and you don't have it. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Don't wait until something happens and then you want to run to GoFundMe begging people to contribute. Nah, be responsible for yourself. Be responsible for your children. It isn't that hard. Now, as far as the women out here that have latched on to whether it's a celebrity basketball player, an athlete, I'm going to say it like that, an athlete, someone that is truly financially solvent, and you're so busy spending money and getting on social media, trying to reveal to the world, oh, I got this new purse, I got this new whatever designer bag it is, okay, clothes, you're doing everything, and you're revealing to the world, like I said, what you got. Meanwhile, you're not even paying attention. Because guess what? In most cases that I've seen, the boyfriend ends up dumping you and going with somebody else. So you were so busy showing off instead of, let me put it to you like this. You're dating a basketball player, right? A huge basketball player. And this person gives you his black card. Shop, do whatever you want. So why on earth would you go out here and he may tell you, well, you have a $30,000 limit per day, or let's be real. Let's say your limit is $50,000 a month. That's it. That's it. Why would you go out here and spend that $50,000 on material things? If anything, if it were me and I had access to that money, let me tell you what I would do. That $50,000, I may take $5,000 and go out and pamper myself. I may, but you can rest assured that other 45 will be invested in one of my accounts. So, when that day comes around and that person decides that they no longer want you in their lives, baby, it won't be like you have to crawl back to the people that you snubbed, because you thought you were somebody, because you were with somebody, okay, who had some money. No. At least you have something to fall back on. And if you save the right way, you have a healthy nest egg. For those individuals that, once again, become involved with wealthy men, and you find yourself in a situation where you are forced pretty much to sign a prenup. Okay. Again, using the same scenario that I just described, you are granted $100K a month, $50,000 a month, whatever the case. It can be $30,000. It really doesn't matter. $30,000 a month. Am I going to spend $30,000 a month? No. No, I would not. Because for me, I have pretty much everything that I need. Yeah, I like jewelry. I do. I love to travel. There are things that I enjoy doing. But would I go through all of that money? I'm just sitting back waiting until the next month when the person says, okay, now you can have, I'm releasing funds to you, because we're in another month. No, I would not. If it's 30,000, again, I may take 5, but you can rest assured 25 will be invested in my account, my name. I'm no one's footstool. But one thing I can say for myself is I never waited for a man to do anything for me. If it was something that I wanted, I bought it for myself. Okay? I don't care if it was designer bags or prime example, when I received, I promised myself that once I received a specific promotion in my career, that I would then order my vehicle. And I did just that. I was married. My husband was in no position to buy anything for me. When I married him, he was broke. Credit shot. I mean, he couldn't buy me anything. Matter of fact, he couldn't even get a cell phone in his name. The cell phone that he had, I had to get it for him. And back then, I don't know if that's still in effect. Back then, there were a couple banks that actually would grant you a secured MasterCard or Visa, okay? But you had to put the money up, okay? You had to secure the account. So he did eventually get a couple accounts like that. And it was only for $300. I think the max he had was $500, but I remember one was $300. He had like 2, okay? But prior to that, he could absolutely get nothing. So I said all that to say, I did, mind you, I had a stellar career. So I'm very happy with myself. I thank God because it was all because of him. So once I was granted, or once I was promoted, let me say it like that. Once I was promoted, I went ahead, and that was in 2005. I went ahead and I ordered my Mercedes. I had it designed the way that I wanted. Okay? It took me 7 months to get that car. Okay? But anyway, I purchased exactly what I wanted. Everything that I've ever wanted in life, I worked for it. See, because I'm that person, I don't want anyone holding anything over my head, reminding me that they did this for me, they did that for me. I bought it for myself. I just bought it for myself. I'm a very independent female. Yes, I love gifts. I do. And I can say both ex-husbands, they did gift me, with nice little gifts, so I can't really complain about that. But was with my second husband, whom I was with for 27 years, I cannot say that the scale is balanced, that it would be 50-50 across. No. It would be more or less like 25, maybe 30, 70. It would be like that. He had child support. And once he finished paying child support, he did not know how to manage his money. His best friend was the pawn shop. I knew nothing about pawn shops, okay? Until I married him. And I was so embarrassed that we went to 3 different pawn shops. This was down in Broward County in Florida years ago. We went to 3 different pawn shops. And each one that we walked in, they referred to him by his first name. They knew him. And I said, why would these people know you? He said, well, when I run out of money, I just, pawn some things. Well, If you learn how to manage money, you wouldn't have that problem. That's another story for another video. So anyway, I'm saying to you, stop depending on men to rescue you. The only person that you should actually ask to rescue you is Christ. That's it. The rest, ask him to give you the wisdom, the means, the resources, and he will. One thing I know for certain, that money will not bring you peace. It will not. Been there, done it. Okay? I want to be happy with that person that I'm married to. I want to be happy. I mean, every time I look at that person, I want to melt. Okay? I want to melt into his arms. And when he looks at me, I want him to feel the same way. Okay? I want him to feel the same way. I want it to be 50-50. Not 30-70, 20, no. 50-50. So, as I mentioned, April this year will make 2 years that I've been divorced. I'm maintaining. Do I have all the things that I need? Yes, I do. Because my Lord, he provided everything that I needed. Do I have everything that I want? No, I don't. But guess what? When he is ready to give me those things, he will. Until then, I'm satisfied with what I have. But all I'm saying to you is get off the merry-go-round, sweetie. You don't need that. You're better than that. Stop being thirsty. You're not thirsty. Well, you shouldn't be thirsty. You don't like, who wants a flat soda? I wouldn't. Stale bread, spoiled milk. You don't need that. You want everything to be fresh. And you'll feel so much better about yourself when you do these things for yourself. You have to take baby steps. That's all you have to do, take baby steps. You may be in a situation where you ended up having to move back in with family. That's okay. Keep on grinding. If you have to pick up a second job, pick up that second job and keep rolling, baby. Your current situation is only temporary because you have a plan. Make your plan. Put it into motion. Hold yourself accountable. Don't wait for a man to come and save you. Because eventually, if that happens, he's going to get tired of you. And when he gets tired of you, he'll move on to somebody else. Meanwhile, you're older. Beauty does not last forever. The outer beauty doesn't, but the inner beauty, it does. It lasts forever. All you have to do is be humble, grounded in your faith. So you see, when that man decides to skip out on you, you don't have to worry about it if you already have your ducks in order. But never allow a man to steal your identity. Don't. Because you're going to be so angry with yourself. Not only that, when the right man does come along, you're going to carry that anger, that bitterness that has just been eating away at you inside. You're going to take it into the new relationship. And eventually, you get warnings from that good man. You will. Because he's going to tell you, I'm getting tired of it. You need to let it go. And if you continue, you're going to lose that good man. So, make your mind up. not to be anyone's doormat. Stop dressing for sex. Stop dressing as though you are on call or someone's one-night stand. See, if you don't value yourself, how do you expect that man to value you? He's going to treat you based on the way that you dress, your character. So if you are dressed, exposing your body, he's going to treat you as such. Do you think he's going to take you home to meet mom and dad, the family? No. That's an embarrassment. And when you look in the mirror, you should feel embarrassed to wear that type of attire. Baby, love yourself. Don't allow anyone to manipulate you into believing that you are nothing. You're worthless. You only matter because I want you to matter. Some men will tell you that. Nobody else will ever have you. You're too fat. You're too ugly. You're too this, you're too that. Don't listen to those lies, baby. Don't listen to those lies. But you need to put the brakes on. And you can do it. Keep right on grinding. Don't stop. Until the next video, live and keep living. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to my video. I hope I was able to inspire you, to motivate you, to encourage you. Please subscribe, like, and share my video. I'm trying so hard to build my channel. I really want to reach all, especially young girls, but it's for everyone. Because there are some older women out here in their 40s and 50s that really should have themselves together, yet they don't. Okay? I love you. And please take the time to just acknowledge a stranger. Sometimes it's all it takes. That homeless person that you see, you may see the same person or persons over and over. Be generous. You never know what may be in store in your future. Sometimes the shoes change. You never know. I love you, but I know God loves you most. Take care of yourself.